Oh, kadoka there, artichokes, eh? This is what we call a good time. Welcome in, Helgrat. Welcome in, Michael Paints Minis. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I know you woke up really early for some reason, Helgrat. I do not know why. With some Avogadro. I was trying to understand why a chat box wasn't working. Like it was literally working 5 seconds ago. And now all of a sudden it's like, excuse me, bro. We are not going to work the way that you want to work. Oh, thank you for the 1 bit. Because I, like, this is kind of why I hate stream elements. Because it's such a pain in the ass to use sometimes. It's like, oh, we make everything easier. Apparently, you don't. Overlays, edit, copy. It's exactly what it is. Why do bananas have to put on sunscreen before they go to the beach? Because they might peel. Oh well, we will deal with that problem later. That becomes a future painty problem. So yeah, hope you're doing okay, Adeptus. Hope you're doing okay, Michael Paints Minis. And I hope you have some avocado there. Uh, oh, grat. I did me some lovely mac and cheese, some homemade mac and cheese. Used some Carpe Diem pasta. It was quite tasty. Though I did slightly thin my roux a little too much, so I probably could have used a little less milk. But that is life sometimes. So we're going to return to this lovely lady. I really do think that I need to smooth her skin tone and make it a little bit more orangey. What I should really do is I should take my orange and have some to the left. And I can just put out some black and mix it in. I can get my darker tone. And I'm going to take this. Mix it in like that. Are you still about, Michael? All right. We're getting there. Thank you for that follow, Pikmanor. I hope you're having a glorious evening. Don't ask me where that word came from. I wanted to say glorious, but somehow it came out glorious. Banana. By the way, Adeptus, I love that you have the Disco Jeff, but I keep catching it out of the corner of my eye, and I keep going, oh god, do I need to look at something? Ba, 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 ba. That is the skin tone I want to go for. Now, we do that all over the place. Ba-na-na, ba-na-na-na. Ba-na. All right, here's a question for everybody. Did anybody Pixie, how you doing? You enjoy your bed. See, Adeptus? See, Adeptus? It is working. It is working. You stupid emote wall. Why are you being so weird? Stream elements. Why do you hate me? Like, why are you this way? Why do you hate everything? Why do you hate everything? My God. Why do you have to be such garbage? The chat box on the left hand side of the screen is like purple and stuff like that. It was working. I saw it popping up. 9,000. But it's glitchy. You're right, Adeptus. It is glitchy. But the problem is that it looks correct on properties. If I say 800. Aha. Aha. Fixed it. First try. There you go. Nailed it. Got it. Functional. It's not cutting off. It's not perfect, but it's functional. It's functional. It functions. Boy, none of that here. I'm not Visit or Grey Wolf. I am many things, but I am not that. Mm. Enjoy your sleep, though, Pixie. May it be a quiet and restful night. uh, no, it's just I've taught classes, so we shall endeavor. I still have an angry kitty. She'll be less angry tomorrow, hopefully. Ba, ba na 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 na. But how you doing, Adeptus? That's good. I'm gonna see if I can try to push and get her done tonight, so I can get her off the table. I feel like I'm on the right path. I just need to execute, and then essentially varnish and take the photos and be done with her. That way I can focus on my other projects. I just really want to finish up this before I varnish a bunch of stuff. Or varnish the chibis that I got. That way I can focus on like painting up Baka, get everything else squared away and done. Bum, bum. We have no Chimera tonight, so I have to pick somebody new to raid into. We'll figure it out shortly, but you know, when we get there. Oh, if it isn't Tiny Big Wars. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I think I have a handle where I want the skin tone to be going, so we're just cleaning and futzing up. think that's much better. I think it's getting much more better. So I don't know if you were around last night, or um, Saturday night. I had to leave stream early and take Katra to the emergency vet. She is currently El Pistoed at me right now. She scratched her eye somehow.
Oh, thank you, DD_minis coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome in, DD. How are you? Give DD a lovely follow if you're not. Kristen, how are you? I'm doing okay. Hopefully tomorrow I get to not give my tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening I don't have to like chase the cat around and like trap her in her tail and give her medicine. Um, she scratched her eye Saturday night, and we've been doing medicine and like an eye ointment or an ointment that goes under her eye. So been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. Work's just been work, and here I am just chilling and finishing up this skin tone because I think I know how I want it to go. I think I want her to look like that. I just need to finish smoothing it out and we'll be good to go. Uh, and then shift over gears. But what were you working on, Dee Dee? Tell us. And if you want to share, let me know and I'll toss you a permit so you can share an Instagram link or Discord link. However you want. She's fine. She's fine. Trust me when I say she's fine. I overreacted way too much. As you can tell in that photo, she's A-okay. Oh, did that make sense what I told you in Beagle's Discord? Calabloom, how are you? Hootie, how goes you? Ah, okay. That works. I might enter my diorama and I'm if I can get it done and motivated in time, I might enter that in the Squidmar Open with you and Smiling Beagle. Hey Hootie. Have you seen the dwarf? Considering entering the Squidmar Open. You see his cloak? You like what I got back there? Even scrolled in a little how goes on the bottom side. Uh, he's got a Reaper comes with pre-textured bases that look like this. I've got to finish sculpting all of that out on the actual base itself and then paint it up. How are you, Cal? I know you're doing such a tired. Is it just the weather catching up to you? Thank you for that follow, Fox behind the tree. Ah, I understand. I 100% understand. I see you clearly. You don't want to know, Adeptus. Don't want to know. Bad question. Bad question. Wrong question. Wrong question. Wrong question.
Oh, thank you, Jasadafaces, coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome in, Jace to Faces. How are you? And Freeze, how are you? Did you have a non-white people taco night, Antifreeze? How was your battlefield time, Jace? You didn't die a whole bunch. Thank you for the follow, Jumping Jammer. Jump in, Jammer. I was lurking about in your previous stream here and there. I was popping in and out. Because I can only have 2 lurks going on at a time. I tend to bounce around quite a bit. Very loaded question. Very loaded question. Look, steaks and sounds delicious. I made a homemade mac and cheese with andouille sausage. It was quite tasty. I used pepper jack and a Kobe jack cheese. Probably could have used some cheddar, but I didn't have any cheddar, so. Homemade chicken pot pie. Nom 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 nom. I plan on cooking on Thursday, so Wednesday afternoon, I will make up a brine and let it chill. And I will dunk the bird and let it sit in there around lunchtime. Be safe, DD. Thank you for the raid. Be awesome. I'm doing a smoked turkey for myself, so on Saturday I can probably make up some turkey chili. It looked damn good. Was that carne asada or was that a smoked pork? Hi. Hello, my love. How are you? And welcome to the kitty cheat. Carnitas. Ah. So it was. Yes, hello. Oh, carnitas is beef. $5, yeah, yeah. Do that all day, every day. I actually, so I went to Chipotle on Saturday, and I got myself a steak bowl there, and I actually got beans on it for the first time. Like I got a little bit of pinto beans on there. Hello, my love. How are you? You're feeling a little bit better if you're hanging out with me. You a little less angry at me. Yes, you're such a sweet kitty. Who's a good girl? Okay, let me move this out of the way because you do not need that. I know that for a fact, Jack. You take care, Jace. Thank you for that raid. Be safe. Um, so on Saturday, I came home from Chipotle, was eating lunch, and realized that um one of her eyes wasn't opening all the way. So I was afraid, ended up canceling stream, ended stream a little bit early, took her over to the emergency vet, and now we have another appointment tomorrow. So she's been getting painkillers and like a small dosage of it. I didn't give her a full dose right now. But sangria, you don't have any rum, vodka, or Everclear. Oh, hmm. I don't know. Everclear might be that might put you down way too quick, Kel. Mm. Thanks. The Reaper mat I got because I was ordering a bunch of. I wanted one of the ghoulie bags, so I just essentially ordered a bunch of stuff at Reaper from one time. Hi, my love. How are you? Okay, we're gonna go over there. You want to hang out over there? I'll let you hang out over there. I have all this room on the desk just for you. I would probably go for the rum personally. Personally speaking. Okay. Hello. The moment I pick the figure back up. You're back on top of me. Hmm? What's up? Hmm? You know, I had a goal of trying to finish that figure this evening, trying to get the skin tone all wrapped up. You're not helping me right now. I remember that about COVID. I never thought about Everclear because I don't use it. Like at the time, I wasn't with a partner that could drink, and it just was not a consideration. Mm-mm. Yeah, that wasn't a problem for me. That actually makes sense. You're okay. You're okay. I'll let you hang out there, sweetie. What's up? Hmm? Hmm? That's what I get for not giving you a full dose of the pain meds. Hmm? But I'm okay with that. Yeah, she scratched herself when she was cleaning herself or something. I don't know how she did it. But I mean, the vet was very nice when I took her to the emergency vet because it was a like I get there and I'm like, of course she's fine. Like she's there, eyes are wide open, no issues. And she's like, "Excuse me, human. I'm going to betray your trust right now." But eventually I get her out of the carrier and she climbs up on my shoulder and the vet kind of takes a look and she goes, I can kind of see where she scratched her eye. So I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm already here. Might as well spend the money. Didn't want to, but I did. You only have two sets of eyes, by the way, sweetie. Banana, banana. Oh, antifreeze. Were you the one that told me about Wind River Arts? Ba, 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 ba. Wind River Arts in Texas for Rosemary and Co. brushes. I gave that guy a call, by the way, or I emailed them. I haven't heard back yet. Um, oh, really? What bad news did you hear about them? I know he called me and he was kind of frustrated with shutting down because he well he's not shutting down. He's frustrated because of the embargoes. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I was going to say is that I asked him for a list of recommendation of replacement brushes because rosemary. I mean, even if it's synthetic rosemary and co, it should still be better than most others. But I haven't heard back yet. But yeah, they're definitely having issues. I know I talked to him about it. That's what I was going to say is that he's having issues restocking, or they are. Because I asked him about the miniature sets. Um, Rosemary Co's red sables or red dots is what they were. Is that what they're called? Yeah. So he said the red dots he could get all day long, and I asked if he could recreate the miniature set out of those, and if he could, let me know, and I'll buy a set from him and see what they're like. Um, I'd rather give him money than or give them money because it's two of them. It was the gentleman that called me, but I'm super terrible with names. Yeah. I talked to the husband. Nice guy. Hmm. Do you remember his name out of curiosity? I kind of feel like emailing him and checking in how it's going with him. Or give him a call. I was like, Claude? I am horrible with names. Horrible. Horrible. Good evening, Spooky James. How are you? Firing up a print. Oh, yeah. I thought you got caught in ads. Yeah, let's calm down there. Tiny Big Wars. Ba-da-bum. All right. So what are you printing there, Spooky? Yep. That's kind of what I want it to be like. All right. Now I need you to do this over here.
Emotional damage!
Crazy Canadian J7 requests a dad joke.
All right. 1 second, crazy Canadian GA. How are you going to piss off your dog? Oh, that's cat cam. Wrong button. Cosmetic surgery used to be such a taboo subject. Now you can talk about Botox and nobody raises an eyebrow. I mean, my cat was on stream earlier. So how's your game going, Tiny Big Horse? Oh, I've never forgotten how much I hate them. I look at them and I'm like, last time I painted them, I did not enjoy painting them at all. Ayo! Hey, Lizard. Go Lizard. Twitch.tv.ladenroses. Lizard, Lizard, Lizard. Meanwhile, me and the Battletech biddies. Is WizKids making Battletech, or they make their own? Isidore? How you doing, Izzy? I didn't think that... No, WizKids did make Battletech, didn't
Blizzard Wizard Blizzard.
they? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember a lot of people talking about how bad the quality of them are. Um, at one point, I think WizKids was making Transformer ones, and I was like, "Oh, that looks nice." And then I looked at them, I'm like, I think I'm gonna pass." Yeah, I I remember that. I think someone made a Gunpla kit as well of Optimus Prime. Isidore, be awesome. Be well, friend. Sleep well. The WizKids. So it's probably an anti-release agent on them still. Antifreeze. Um, because they're supposed to be pre-varnished or pre-primed with Vallejo primer, but they're super finicky still. Overall, I think varnishing with, like, if you have some matte medium or something, just slap some on. Yeah. Like if you have just like a random bit of Liquitex matte medium, brush some of that on and see if that helps. Because I don't know if you'll actually ever be able to fix it with them. They're just so. They seem smaller. Yeah. That's what this is. Not the wrong bottle. That's what this is. Um, that's just water and matte medium from Liquitex, mixed 50-50. And I use that sometimes when I'm wanting to keep paints from not drying out, or I want to make a glaze. It's what I used to use a lot. I still use it. I just don't use it as much. Kind of switched over to using the thinning medium from Turbo Dork or Cuttlefish Magic Medium. What's that, Tiny Big Horse? Or if you have some of Anne's favorite brown liner, you could use that. But if you've already got parts painted, I would probably just go over it with a layer of matte medium and see if you can, because the medium should dry clear, so you won't lose too much of your work. Or you can varnish them. It's just the details on those get to be so finicky. Like I know I joke about how much you need to like use to clog a figure's detail, but those tend to be super tiny.
Someone just followed. Who is that? Dan_8_NY.
Thank you for the follow. There's no peace with dog, only violence. So Quantum Reveries, someone that hangs out with Monster Den, did a joke or did something called No New November, in which you could only paint stuff that you already had on your shelf ready to go, or stuff you haven't painted or finished painting yet. I thought that was kind of an interesting idea. I think that's, yeah. I think next month I might do the same thing. Brother! Brother! How are you, monster? Welcome in. I hope you're having a great week and your Monday was not crap. It's usually the way it goes. All right. I need to get rid of this obvious U I have here on this side. Oh, he's IT. I know my internal IT team, they're scrambling like crazy because the software broke. And I have probably one of the best stories for you, Monster. Um, and you too, Antifreeze. So go all the way up, Dusk. This morning I log in, and you guys probably have Microsoft Viva as well, right? At your companies, where people are like, yeah, we use it for announcements, and it's like this greatest thing ever. It's like an internal Facebook social media posting page, which I guess works in some environment, but I've never seen it function. So it's whatever. Um, Over the weekend, apparently one of the major softwares we use did a update to something, and it requires users to log out of their little heartbeat system and log back in. You can't restart. You have to log out and log back in. Um so one of the hidden IT champions, sends a mass email to the one group and says, "Hey, by the way, business premium." Ooh. So you don't have to worry about Copilot integration then. Maybe that's one way to get Copilot uninstalled. Um, anyway, so one of the experts on the software starts emailing a group, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, are you guys having issues with this? Everything's up to date." One of our UK IT guys I'm gonna have to remind me to tell Visit that, because that's one good way to get rid of Office Copilot. Um, but they, one of these quote unquote experts in a software was emailing the expert software group and saying, "Hey, are we having issues? And what are we doing to fix it?" So the UK counterpart, like digital lead of it all, goes, per the Microsoft Viva announcement this weekend, there was a Bentley IMS blah 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 update, and you need to log out of this software and log back in. I saved those emails and I was just cackling, laughing uncontrollably as someone's like, "How? But I just restarted. Why do I have to log back out and log back in?" I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be one of those days." You have to love proprietary heartbeat crap. I'm getting there. But I just thought it was hilarious most of the day. uh, if I have a user that refuses to reboot once a month, I, I, I don't know what to tell those people, man. Like I literally go, dude, seriously? 3 years to retirement. 3 years to retirement. My mantra is not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys. Um, I've I've gotten to the point where it's like I I don't know how to help you if you don't want to help yourself, right? Like I get it, but at the same time I'm like, seriously? We're not asking you to do like overly complicated things. And what's hilarious about it is we have been attacked at our office cyberly. So some of the people that do stuff like that, Auntie, are just not grasping life all that much. Like such a stupid policy. It's like you realize that there was a day where our bosses technically couldn't work because if they walked away from the computer for more than 5 minutes and got auto locked out, they had to change their password again. The skin tone is not going to be the smoothest, but at this point, there's not much I can do about that. Did he have to order them from the Nigerian prince? Oh, I know you can't. What? Who was I talking to? Um, or someone was telling a story about a guy that it was in Cryo Cheese's stream one day, and they were talking about cybersecurity training. Um, so I've got like two stories. There's one that was circulating on social media that was talking about a lady that had her company did like a phishing exercise, and what they did is they did it through like a Chipotle order sort of deal. So it was like a come into the office and you can have a free Chipotle lunch or something along those lines, and da 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 da. You get to do this and that. So this wife was like super excited because she got to have like free Chipotle. And it was like got to the point of the group order and put it all in, like got up the next day excited and ready to rock and roll, goes into the office and finds out she had been duped in a phishing exercise. Um, which was hilarious because the guy, like the husband's like, I felt so bad for her because it was a legit Chipotle group order. It was like the worst thing ever. Um, her face isn't as dark as the rest, but that's okay. I think I like it a little bit more that way. We'll say the hats protected it from the sun. That'll be my excuse. But one day I got a call from my CAD manager or one of my CAD people, and she was like, "You have no idea what just happened to me." I go, "What happened?" She goes, "Here I thought my buddy was going to give me work, so I had to click this link to check out some budget on a project." She goes, "Nope, wasn't it?" Because it had used a real name of someone that she actually worked with. So it was using my name, but it was like an Excel budget she had to open up. And she ended up having to go to additional cybersecurity training after that. I'm like, I'm like, I wouldn't be sharing a budget with you anyway, because my God, it means nothing. Don't be mean to the people that can't think about the complexities of the gift cards. Bup. No. Oh, and the update for Gatra Monster, she's doing fine. I might have overreacted a little bit and took her to the emergency vet because she scratched her eye, or I thought she had something lodged in her eye that I couldn't get out or couldn't see, so I wanted to check it out to make sure it was safe, because after a number of hours she was still favoring it. I hope Nala and Otis are doing great.
Oh, thank you, Leo Twitch person coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome in, Leo. Sometimes yes. Oh, I I used a generic word list. It's been toned down a little bit, but I don't allow links still. So, um, I turned it off just in case. Well, I don't always mind swearing. As it was more of people being ensuring people weren't going to be stupid. Bones to bases. Ooh, you got bony. Katra's been very frustrated with me because she's not liking the pain meds and me having to like rub some ointment under her eye. But I'm like, I'm trying to help. And she's like, I know, but I don't like it. I vote he's a director because if he had to deal with all the people, his mantra wouldn't be 3 years to retirement. It'd be like, F this, we're going to work for Quick Trip. Doth I needeth to break out the Shakespearean vernacular? I don't know. The word might be lost a little bit, but having fun like that wouldn't be such a bad idea, Damons. Oh God, the politics. The politics would be terrible. Oh God. Excuse me, sir. We're not going to allow the links for the gift cards, please and thank you. The six skeleton sprue up to 10. Ooh. That's black magic you're working there, sir. Gen X and politics. We're 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 not safe for public consumption, monster. Let's just say that. Office politics and Gen X tend to be something like Nala and Otis. Be safe, Leo. Enjoy your work and enjoy your eats. We're probably gonna call her done after this evening. I am finding the point where I'm not enjoying the skin tone as much anymore. I've gotten it a little bit more squared away and in line with what's on her face. It's just kind of missing that pinky orange that I had going on. Way too thick, sir. Welcome back, Michael. How are you? I actually need to remember to change those rules that I have in the chat window before people chat. Finally figured out how I want to rephrase it. Yay! Did you get some IKEA ones and you're just assembling? Simple, don't be a dick. It doesn't work, monster. Sometimes those rules don't always work for me because I'm like I don't know not how to be that. Ahem. Ahem. Got a little flume in your throat there, Foxy. Making yourself known. I mean, you are. Well, you say you want to hide behind a tree. If you're going to hide behind a tree, how are you supposed to, like, if making yourself known, doesn't that be counterproductive? I mean, you could just shout from different trees and skip between them. I did not, Michael. Monster. So you could shout, find a different tree, and hide behind it. I'm trying to decide if I want to spend money on the velvet sets. Dracoya's got pre-orders up for them right now. Because if I did, it would be just like a hot and cold and their brown set, the sepias, the one with the sepia ink in it. Catra might get sleepy in my lap later tonight when I go to bed. We'll see. She's been really frustrated with me, so. We shall see. Uh-oh, is there lore between Michael Paints Minis and Fox Behind the Tree? Did Michael Paint Mini make a fox behind the tree? Three blade models? What reason is that, Auntie? Oh, monster. Oh, D&D, yeah. Um, did I hear you right when you were saying who is going to be judged in resin beasts, and one of the categories was going to be um not the button I wanted to push. Yeah, that was definitely the wrong lever. It's definitely the wrong lever. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Before I was so rudely interrupted by myself pushing the wrong button, I'll go a little bit longer tonight, just because I usually try to end around 8:30, and I was trying to push the button that said extend before you snooze the ads, and accidentally hit the run ad button. Um, was one of the competitions for Resin Beast going to include Tabletop Titans? On their board game, or their version of a war game that they're making. I could have gone and looked it up, but seeing you in chat was reminding me. Specifically Wormwood. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, but that's all I can think about. Ugh. Good evening, Lambstorm. Thank you for that follow. Welcome in, Potato Bones Stew. How are you? I typically bust out that paint. I did build a brand new PC, so I could do alternative things like game, but Katra decided on Saturday that she wanted to scratch her eye. And we had an emergency vet bill, so it is slightly putting behind the acquisition of a controller for platformers at this time. Because I was thinking about acquiring the Hollow Knights or the Silk Songs and doing a little playthrough of that and potentially getting the PC version of Elden Ring. Sadly, antifreeze, I did not. I did not. Yeah. Yeah, the price jumped up. It wasn't too bad, but still at the same time, it's just like crazy. Actually, oh, that's bad news. Or, I'm sorry, that's great news. You're all good. Now my chat's all weird. Um, my The ADM multi-stream chat's weird, I should say. That's good news about that. Mine was 300-ish. Maybe closer to 400 for 64-bit. 60 for 64 gig kit. Unfortunately, it has the RGBs on it. So there was an RGB tax. I did not have much of a choice. Oh, God. That's crazy. I want to smooth out this shoulder. I finally just pulled the trigger and did what I wanted to do. I knew it was going to be expensive. Good morning, Grand Robert. I am doing extremely well. I hope you are doing well this fine morning for you. Need a better swisher. I have a 9070, I think. That's where I spent most of the money. Or it feels like that's where most of the money went anyway. I just did a pre-order on Micro Center on a Monday. Picked it up around lunchtime. Came home. Ah, you're 100% okay, Robert. I will probably find you a nice soft place to light right into here in a short bit. You're always welcome to take a rest. We are the coziest of cozies. Relaxed and chilled. We're getting there now. Shh. Everybody be very quiet. Tiny Big Wars is trying to be productive. Mm, mm, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so, Tony. I mean, I did ask you how your game was going and you didn't answer me, so. Ah, you have a sick kiddo, I have a sick kitty. I understand. Do you eat something funky? Rick for sure. Rice for sure. Oh. Take him to some. Did you eat him like Panda Express? Or did you get like Taco Bell rice? Yeah, eating out's really expensive these days, so. I mean, it is Tiny Big War, so it could be what she said. Sometimes DDS switch between them. So I don't know if you've ever heard of that trick before, but if you switch to a Noir, you can get an idea for your volumes, kind of like a cheap sketch, just as a way to look at what's going on with your figure and to see if you have like the depth that you want or if you're missing something. I mean, I forget about it every so often. And then when I've swapped out this camera or swapped up to this camera, I was able to re-bring that feature back, I guess one could say. Um, it it depends, right? So if I took one of my ReaperCon entries that I had here, this was Galen on Grifox. I can kind of see why I didn't like. Excuse me. Okay. Hi. Hello. You want to hang out right there? Go for it. Um, the hair of the mane gets really lost. And then the cloak is really flat as well. Like the metal looks really shiny, and I did a pretty okay job with it. Just talking about monochromatic things and how it could be an advantage to miniature painting. But like the hair is just so flat, right? It doesn't have like a lot of deep contrast to it. And sometimes it's like a really good thing when you push that contrast level up higher. I'm going to put up my rate timer. We're going to put up our closing time. Um, so like for something like that, DD, I would always like thinking about how to make something depthfully interesting is one of the forms of contrast. Like if you look at this tree, please stop, please stop. Hey, hey, you know, getting all of that green in there to make it visually interesting is a good thing. But if you look at like this, it's just flat and boring. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, how are you? Hmm? Yeah, cat around. She's being extra nuzzly and lovey because she's, you know, been wrapped in a towel by me and been forced meds and stuff. So, like, she's been like super cuddly and nuzzly at times. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hi, can I help you? Please, please. Hello, hello. See, you want me to pet you? I pet your butt side, and then you back up immediately. Hi. Fuzzy paws and long tails. Hmm? Okay, not on the keyboard. What's up, Froggenstein? You caught me towards the end. Are you going live tonight? Oh, tomorrow night. Okay. I'll be sure to lurk in your stream tomorrow night then and see you do the things. All right. I don't know how much further I can take her. Painting Battletech or playing Battletech? I like Battletech. Well, I like the Battletech video game series from way back in the day, to be honest with you. That was something from like that cartoon when it came on made no sense whatsoever, but it was probably one of the most like I remember that all the time. So you know what? I don't always get to say hello to Crucial Blue, so we're gonna give him a raid. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. So much pleasure, so much joy. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Be safe on Thanksgiving as well. And make sure you deep fry the turkey safely if you're going to do that. I will be smoking mine, so no risk of explosion.